Joining us now, head coach Matt Lebe for our Rehab Center Postmatch show. Coach, shake your hand real quick. Nice win there. Took care of business. You know the Knights coming in a little injury riddled, but your guys did what they had to do. Even some guys avenging some losses in really fancy fashion there. Putting an exclamation on maybe with some bonus points. Your thought on tonight's performance?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, Norwin's a great program. We coming in here when we saw this draw, I think for everyone in the WPIAA, you got two teams right in the top 10 in the state. And, as we told our guys, we like to do things the hard way. That team is a great, probably if you look at most of the first-round matchups, probably the best matchup first round. So we like to do things the hard way. And, Landon Sidden obviously being out, I want to send it. We wish him well coming forward. You never want to see someone hurt, especially like him.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's able to return for the end of the year. If not, he'll be on the great things as he continues. So, but really proud of our guys overall. They took care of business. And, I think the score kind of showed that and we felt like we left another match on the table that, I needed to do a better job communicating with our wrestlers during it. So, I take full responsibility in that.
Do you know who you're wrestling yet Friday?
Nazareth.
Okay. We weren't sure if you'd already know. We just found out ourselves. How does that match up? I mean, have you had an opportunity to even look at it just yet? Nope, not even.
No, not when you're wrestling Norwin.
You don't look past the
when
Knights.
you're wrestling Norwin. I do know they're ranked second in the state. I do know they're historically one of the best teams in the state, but I can tell you our guys are excited to get up there and be in the final 8 teams. And, we feel like we're riding a pretty good wave of wrestling really well by winning the WPIAA title against Connellsville, who no one thought we could beat. And then getting here tonight with Norwin and, the score kind of showing that we kind of separated a little bit from earlier in the year.
And, Coach, throughout the year, it's kind of been a reoccurring thing that I've noticed with your squad is that these kids are wrestling for each other, right? It's one common goal, and just I love seeing the excitement, every match. I saw it, with Montgomery, kind of got a little sketchy at the end. He ended up losing, but I saw his teammates over there saying, basically, hey, man, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it, Has that been, like, the message continuing with your team? Like, hey, it's not about one guy, right? There's one common goal here. Isn't that kind of the message that you're preaching?
And you pointed on Johnny Montgomery. Those guys were there trying to walk him through a situation that I think what ended up happening was, and again, full responsibility on myself that we're giving him 100 different messages going on at the same time.
Sure.
He's never been in that message before. I need to do a better job for our guy, but I think you're right. All 4 of us coaches are passionate. The team's passionate. Johnny's passionate, and but he wrestled a heck of a match.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you take away a couple points there. I mean, that's just kind of way what happens. But back to the brotherhood, I agree. That's what these guys are, and they work extremely, extremely hard. So they've been through. You guys both know wrestling at the level you guys wrestle at, and they've been through some tough times together in that room and on the mat, and these guys love each other. So I think it shows, and I'm so proud of them.
Coach, I'm going to take you back to the beginning of the season because it kind of rides right on the coattail of what you just said. You and I were having a conversation. It might have been the 3 of us, not during a broadcast, but it was the 3 of us back in October where you weren't seeing what you needed to see out of your leadership in that wrestling room during those preseason workouts. There was a lot of not getting down to business right away, and you had called in those seniors and you had to sit down. You had a couple campfires with a couple of different people, and boy, now look at yourselves. You guys are in the quarterfinals wrestling for one another, and I just wanted to take you back to that conversation.
Yeah.
If you have anything else to add to it, please do.
Well, because I think, again, at the end of the day, as you go through this, and these guys mature, right? That's 6-7 months ago at this point or whatever, when we're talking back to August, September, October. And I think the important thing is they always worked hard, right? But sometimes there's just different types of guys being leaders in certain situations, or maybe a little bit
leaders outside of the room.
Yep, a little bit shorty that individuals start having as the year go on.
Right.
A little more, buy-in overall. But I think this has been an incredible season, and we're not done. I mean, there's going to be a lot looking back on and enjoying this. And we talked about this the other day at WPIAA title. I knew we had this matchup with Norwin. I knew if the winner of us would probably go into Nazareth. Very difficult path, right? But we're standing in the gym, and over there, there's going to be a WPIAL year 2025 added to there, and hopefully we can make a run deep into the state tournament here. So that's a credit to the leadership. We talk about we don't name captains at the beginning of the year because we kind of want to see, we want them to identify where leaders come from. And if one goes back to my coach at West Virginia, Coach Turnbull, kind of wanted to see, if you name one guy or two guys captains at the beginning of the year, it's like maybe I don't want to say what now. We kind of pick at the end of the year who did the best job leading the team. And I think some leaderships come from all different directions by them. And, they're starting to figure out who the leaders are, but I think there's a lot of them.
For sure. That'll do it. You got anything else for
I'm
Coach
good,
Lebe?
yeah,
I know he's got some work to do. Yeah.
I was going to say, I know you want to get back and start game planning for Nazareth and try to figure out what has to happen for that. So congratulations on tonight. Congratulations again on the WPIAL title, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it. When I wanted to tell you, I appreciate you guys obviously being here. Our Franklin Regional community has been awesome, and I've said it. We talked about it last weekend. Our superintendent's here tonight. Our principals are here. Our athletic director. Our trainers, fantastic. Our parents, our boosters. So, again, we just have a community behind us. The whole JO program, Mike Corsetti, Robbie Waller, Dan Magaludis, those guys were walking in to get a they showed up, and they were good. So
it was a great atmosphere.
It was a great atmosphere. And as you guys know, when you start winning more, these guys, they love wrestling. We have great guys in the JO program. And they're doing a good job pumping some, down there. And these guys are making, these little young guys have something to look up for, too, because we've all been there before.
For sure.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Anytime. Good luck this Friday.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip
Coach.
up, and we'll be tuned in
Hopefully
to something.
you guys have those Franklin Regional shirts on this weekend.
We had to maintain a little bit of neutral here this evening. Now, had it not been Norwin,
100%,
which is kind of crazy. I don't want to get your opinion of it now because I know you're busy, but they need to do something a little bit better to make sure that we're not wrestling our crosstown rivals in the round of 16. I'm sorry, but let's get people separated and find out who the actual best top teams are.
It's unbelievable. And I know District 11's exceptionally good, too.
Yes.
But even if they added a third team and they had to go into Bethlehem Catholic, they would be, our guys, all three were in the top 8 last year. Mm-hmm. And we're both ranked in the top 8 and 9 in the state on PA Power.
Yeah. And
we fed into each other tonight. You know what I mean? So it's just, there's great wrestling in District 11, District 7, great areas, other great areas too, obviously. But it'd be nice to be able to get us all up to the next round and be in the final 8 because I think Norwin's that type of team.
That's a problem we could solve at Jiggers one night over some Mississippi mud and Mountain Dews.
Let's enjoy tonight.
Yep. All right, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Coach.
Good to see you, Matt. Take care, brother. Good luck.